Welcome back to the Airborne Podcast. I'm your host, Ajit. That's Big Boy Bravs with us and Thanos. We're coming back with a double take on this recording because YouTube messed us up. We tried to bring some highlights for y'all with the video, but it got taken down, blocked, and I tried to dispute it, but it did not work, unfortunately. So we're coming back with the retake number 2, and we're just going to go through all the events. So we apologize for the late posting on this video, but hope you all enjoy it and enjoy our takes. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So, the night started with the skills challenge. And what can we say other than the big man took over that whole challenge?
Sabonis!
I'm going to throw it to you, Anujan, like Sabonis, Vucevic, Julius Randle obviously didn't make it far, but there's a lot of big men that kind of highlighted this event.
But to go before I start on that, I feel like the big men's were they taking over the skills challenge for the past 2-3 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Ever since the big men been implemented into this.
No, I think it's been since the 2016 All-Star game, right? Because who's the big man that won in Toronto?
I don't think those are big men. I know Siakam was in it, but he didn't win though. He didn't win it.
I think Patrick Beverley won in Toronto, maybe.
I remember Siakam playing though in one of those.
I know in between one of these years, Jason Tatum won, but Bam Adebayo won one year. Draymond Green, I think, might have won one.
Sure.
And
the whole layout this year was kind of odd to me because Chris Paul and Luka advanced to the second round, and the centers were playing in the first round. I felt like Chris Paul had a better chance of advancing because he's a point guard, for God's sakes, right? Point guards should be able to make passes.
He's a point guard.
Yeah, he's a point guard. Yeah, and Luka didn't Luka was in his warm up gear, man.
Point guard.
Yeah, the fact that Sabonis won was crazy. He didn't miss a single shot at all.
Yeah,
I wanted to run before I throw it over to you, Bravs. Like you said, Anujan, Luka was in his warm up clothing. Didn't even take it serious to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't he go up against Sabonis? He did, right?
Yeah,
he did.
I think so.
He did.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, Chris Paul and Luka got a pass to the second round without even having to be in the first. And then Sabonis and Vucevic had to work their way all the way, and they were the two to make it all the way to the finals. Sabonis was the runner-up last year. I think he lost to Adebayo, was it? And
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And then this year Sabonis ended up winning it. But all in all, the big men, we know how skilled they are. Sabonis, his father was a great passer. Obviously, he wasn't an all-star in the league because he didn't come to the league as early as Sabonis did.
Yeah.
Sabonis overall, though, whatever he displayed in the skills challenge, that's how his game is in real life, right?
100%, yeah.
The actual game. So, you saw the way those passes were. He didn't miss a single pass in any of those rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. He did really well in the passing game. But that's no surprise to us, right? We know Sabonis is a good passer, so that wasn't a surprise to me at all. The takeaway was like you guys were saying, the lack of interest from the other guards, right? Luka was playing in his warm-ups, right? Chris Paul missed the layup, stuff you assume will make because they're point guards. They were kind of disappointing, but I'm glad the bigs stepped up. I'm glad the bigs, because I feel like the bigs are the ones who put more interest into it and come up big.
2 pointers I want to say before we move on is one, I feel like Luka, Chris Paul, those guys, the guards, I think they would have put more interest in it and more effort into it if it hadn't been on the same day as the All-Star game.
Yeah, true.
Just because all the events were together, I feel like maybe that might have played a factor. And another is the fact that I think they need to put more guards in this because there was only, 2 people, right? Luka's not really even a guard, but he plays a point guard position, but Chris Paul was the only actual guard in this event. Obviously, they had Julius Randle, Sabonis, Vucevic, Luka.
Sabonis, Vucevic, Chris Paul, and Luka. One more person. Who faced Randle?
No, I think Randle faced Vucevic. In the first round, right?
Yeah, I'm
drawing a blank too.
Yeah, there's one person missing. You don't know.
It was our boy Covington, man.
He didn't do anything. That's why. He didn't do anything. So wait, do you have the matchups there?
Vucevic and Covington, and then Sabonis Randall.
He put up such a big front about how he's going to wear the Tennessee
So
jersey,
hype, yeah.
telling Kenny Smith he's here to win it, and then he gets eliminated in the first 30 seconds of the event.
They brought him in because of the whole HSBU.
That charity did raise a lot of money, though. Yeah,
but one guy I would want to see Sabonis face in the skills challenge, Jokic. Jokic would be so good in the skills challenge.
Yeah, Jokic I think was in it before, but I don't think he won it. They also should bring back the bounce pass addition to this. I feel like the one pass in it makes it a lot easier for the big men to actually get through. Even though Vucevic and Sabonis like nailed that part of the course, they basically didn't miss a single one. I think Vucevic might have missed it in the final round, but in terms of up to the finals, they were both perfect. Just to recap the whole first skills challenge segment before we move on to the next one. So it was Vucevic who eliminated Robert Covington, and then Sabonis eliminated Julius Randle, and then both Vucevic and Sabonis eliminated Luka Doncic and Chris Paul. So Vucevic eliminated Chris Paul, and I think Doncic got eliminated by Sabonis, and then Sabonis eventually went on to win, eliminating Vucevic in the finals.
Man, Covington's so funny, yo. I forgot he was in it.
There's so much hype on him in the beginning of the segment. It's so funny.
Kenny was like ready to go on FanDuel and bet some money on it. And then he's like, yo, I can't get on the app. Thank God, bro. Thank God.
So funny.
But on to one of the best events of the night. As we know, when you got Chef Curry cooking it up like that in the 3-point contest, it ain't nothing but a masterpiece. And that's what it was the whole night. The way he displayed that shooting, and a lot of the guys actually were pretty good. Like, no one really shat the bed in that event.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum was going off at the beginning. I told my brother off camera that I felt like because this was Conley's first All-Star appearance, that he was going to try and go off to win the 3-point contest at least. I think this is the first time he's participated in the event at all, right?
Yeah.
And he basically almost won. Like he
was the runner-up.
Yeah, it was in the finals, and it came down to the final shot. If Curry had missed it, it would have went into overtime. And
Mike Conley, I think we spoke about this in the previous video. But Mike Conley, I think he's an underrated player. Like I know a lot of people say, "Oh shit, DeMar should have been in the All-Star, whatever." But give this guy a shot, right? He's been in the league for 13 seasons, I think, or whatever.
He's been snubbed ever since he was in Memphis.
This is his first All-Star appearance in 14 seasons.
Yeah, so
but he put up solid numbers in Memphis, and he got snubbed every time.
Imagine being a guy getting snubbed like that every year. I mean, guys like Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard have been snubbed in the past because people haven't recognized their game, but now they do, and they're not going to miss another All-Star game moving forward as long as they play at this high level. Yeah. One thing I did want to say is I felt bad for Mike Conley because Kyle Lowry was the backup point guard to him in Memphis, and then Lowry, becomes a journeyman for a hot second with going to Houston and then coming to Toronto finally, but still playing behind Calderon for a little bit, and then finally getting the keys to the team, and then eventually getting 6 straight All-Star nods. And the one year that he doesn't get the All-Star nod, Mike Conley gets it, which is kind of funny to me. Being Mike Conley's backup point guard for a bit there, and then them kind of contemplating, and when I say them, I mean Memphis Grizzlies, contemplating on who to move forward with. They obviously went with the higher pick, with Mike Conley being the 4th pick in the 2007 NBA draft.
Yeah, something like that. Something crazy.
Over Kyle Lowry being the 24th pick in the 2006 draft. He was a late first rounder, but yeah, I mean, all in all, I felt like that 3-point contest was a beauty to watch.
You're right.
It was.
You're right. Number 4. He was the 4th pick in the 2007 draft.
And Lowry was what, the 24th pick? It was a low. He was like around the Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby area.
He was the first. He was a first round pick. First round 24th pick in the 2006 draft.
So I was right. Nah, okay. And yeah, did you say I said Chernobyl?
I don't know what you said, but you said Chernobyl.
I know. I kind of had a little tongue twister moment there. But I mean, for the most part, through the years, as long as they got like these elite level names in the 3-point contest, a lot of people are going to be open to watching it. Yeah. And when you got shooters who don't shit the bed and literally do put on a show, like a Mike Conley, Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, even Jaylen Brown, even though he didn't hit over 20, but everyone really was pretty solid for the most part. And
yeah, I mean, this was a pretty intense 3-point shootout compared to the other years.
Yeah.
because everyone was all in double digits, right?
It came down
Yeah.
to the last shot. And
Yeah.
people always kind of contemplate whether or not they should take away the dunk contest over the 3-point contest, or the 3-point contest is better than the dunk contest. But you have these years
It
where
just keeps switching. It keeps
Yeah.
switching every year. Yeah, I know.
Like
for the most part-
some years you got the dunk off being a great addition and the 3-point being shit, and then you get the opposite this year, right?
yeah, and that's what I felt like this year was. And I'm going to actually transfer over to that segment with the dunk contest because that was the halftime show. As we know, all the events happen in one day this year based on the whole COVID situation. But yeah, dunk contest didn't have any known names. It had guys like Anthony Simons, who plays for the Portland Trailblazers, Obi Toppin, who's a rookie for the New York Knicks, and then you got Stanley, who played for, I think he plays for the G League team in Indiana.
Pacers.
Mhm.
And for the most part, even Magic Johnson tweeted that the dunk contest wasn't as interesting as past years. Obviously,
That's you, yeah.
I mean, Obi Toppin's dunk was pretty nice. The first one he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also like the thing Simon's Tracy McGrady tribute.
Yeah. That's
That
good.
was good too. Yeah,
Wasn't
Stanley
it-
also.
Hmm.
Sorry, Stanley also wasn't that bad either. Like I didn't know who that guy was. With, I mean, he had hops too. He threw me off when he went for that second dunk. When he put it under his legs and
Yeah.
he missed it. He should have just kept going with that.
He was trying to do the Aaron Gordon dunk in 2016 in Toronto.
Yeah, he should have just kept going with it because like the dunk that he replaced it with was horrible. Like
No, but like I was saying, like with the Aaron Gordon copy dunk that he was trying to do from 2016 without the mascot, like if he had got that, he probably would have won the dunk contest because that would have been by far the best dunk. Unfortunately, I'd rather have him try to go for that dunk and win it rather than, go for a safer dunk and lose it at the end because he didn't make it to the final round. Anthony Simons' dunk, like you mentioned, the Tracy McGrady tribute, that dunk wasn't as good as the original one because
He didn't tap his heels.
yeah, he didn't tap his heels. There we go. And Obi Toppin, I felt like could have won. I mean, he tried to do a free throw line dunk through the legs, but it didn't have that much power and oomph to it. Rav says it. What does he say normally? He wasn't able to win the dunk contest, and they kind of did it differently this year with the whole score system where they only gave scores in the first round, and then in the final round they just picked the names of who they thought had the better dunk.
I want to quickly hop in. Sorry, I want to say one thing. Draymond Green made a perfect tweet. Draymond Green, I think it was, who said, this guy Stanley was robbed, and then he robbed himself with the last dunk, which is true. Like he was robbed first dunk. He went first up, and then I guess he had higher expectations. So then they gave him a little shitty marks. But then he robbed himself coming back with the second dunk and did it like if he pulled off the Aaron Gordon dunk, whatever it was, it would have been sick. But this guy did some stupid shit and robbed himself.
Stanley, back to that Stanley point. I mean, his hops are off the charts. His head was literally at the rim every dunk he did.
Simmons too.
Yeah, Simons. Yeah, him too.
Yeah,
I mean, the winning dunk that he had where he tried to kiss the rim but didn't.
It looked better in slow motion though. Like that dunk. Yeah, it looked like his head was over the rim. It was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if that deserved a 50, but I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even know the score because they didn't give it. But I don't think it was a 50 based on how it ended. But whatever, it is what it is. He won. The dunk contest wasn't really that exciting, and at that point, by the second round, I really didn't care who really won that dunk contest.
Yeah, same.
The dunk contest, the best 2 years have only been last year in 2020 with Derek Jones and Eric Gordon, and then 2016 in Toronto.
Yeah, that was sick.
Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. Those are the two. And Aaron Gordon got robbed in both. So
weird. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is. But on to the main and final event of the evening, of the night, the 2021 NBA All-Star Game. We got some news Sunday morning before the game started about Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons not being able to make it.
Yeah.
Because their barber tested positive for COVID. So they were.
If that was them, I would fire their barber.
Yeah, they probably will, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. But they literally, they weren't allowed to come to the game and participate based on the contract or contact tracing. And they got replaced, basically, Well, I mean, Joel Embiid did with Zion in the starting lineup, but I honestly did think they would at least name a couple more All-Stars to the roster, but they didn't, and the Raptors unfortunately didn't make it. But I don't think it would have mattered because they weren't even playing in the games before the break because of COVID. So I don't even think they would have been able to play. But to start the game, Zion missed a bunch of dunks.
As usual, man. Like even in the rookie, even last year, like you missed all those dunks.
And he, for the most part, it was probably nerves. First ever All-Star game. Didn't expect to start till that morning. So
look, James Harden told them, like I was listening to, I think it was the Bleacher Report. Someone had it, like he was mic'd up, and he basically said, James Harden said not to F up. He said not to F up and make your dunks, make your layups, make all this shit. But he didn't listen to him.
Going from dunkers to shooters, those players are the highlights of the night. Those guys took over the show. And when I talk about those guys, I'm referring to Dame Time, and Steph Curry with the pot boy, or Chef Curry with the pot boy, Steph Curry with the shot boy. And, bro, the type of shots they were shooting from half court, like they made it look like a layup. Dame Lillard from half court made it look like a layup, and Steph Curry shooting threes without looking at it going in, and even shooting half courts, making it look effortless. I mean, Energen, you take it away. You tell me what you thought about
bro,
that.
Just like the Team LeBron's roster, just seeing LeBron and Steph Curry and Giannis on the same team is crazy. Like, also that too, but like just seeing LeBron and Curry together. Can you imagine if KD was healthy and able to play? It's like the battle of the exes, like LeBron Curry versus KD and Kyrie, bro. Like that's like must see right there.
No, but you're forgetting not just those two guys. And
yeah. But like I'm just saying, like those two, like they have so much history together. It'd be sick to watch.
What I was trying to refer to was, you say it was Giannis and Curry, but you forget that Jokic and Luka were in the starting lineup too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, them too, yeah.
Like even though they didn't do much, I mean, and I believe Curry had 8 threes for the night, which ties
same with
Dame Lillard too. Yeah, they both tied for second for the most threes in an All-Star game. They both had 8 apiece. Dame Lillard had 11 of the final points to end the game, and ended it off with the little half-court three-pointer. And you saw Steph Curry before he even shot the ball waving goodbye to the other team.
Yeah. That was good. I like that,
Because he knew it was going in.
I like the fact that they're having fun with it. You know what I mean? Like they're being competitive, but also having fun.
Yeah, it wasn't competitive whatsoever. They ended up winning the game 170-150. Team LeBron is now 4-0 in this format. And Steph Curry, Dame Lillard went off, but they didn't win the MVP. It was Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he was nasty. He was like, I think he was like 100% at one point, right?
No, he was 100% for the whole night.
Yeah, he was 100%. He was 16 of 16 from the field and 3 of 3 from three-pointer.
Because he didn't have that pressure, That's what it was.
He didn't have that pressure because playing with guys like LeBron and Steph and Jokic, and 2 of the threes were off the backboard. He banked it. Someone said that shouldn't have counted.
My highlight was Steph Curry dunking, Steph Curry, Chris Paul.
And Chris Paul, yeah.
Damian Lillard, all these guys dunking, I'm like.
All the point guards were dunking it. First it was
fun, man.
It was the Curry alley-oop from Chris Paul. Then it was it was a Chris Paul alley-oop to Steph Curry. Then the Steph Curry alley-oop to Chris Paul. Then Kyrie had a dunk, and then Dame also had a dunk from Chris Paul too.
Yeah. I knew Dame could dunk, but I didn't know Steph Curry could dunk.
No, I knew.
I didn't know Chris Paul had hops like that, like could catch an alley oop like that.
Ever since he went vegan, he's been dunking the ball in every All-Star game. So that's a true fact. I'm not lying.
I heard about this too. I heard you. Between his game up.
LeBron only played 13 minutes in that game. Obviously, it was kind of more of a rest day for him.
Yeah.
He constructed the team well enough for them to take over and win that game. They scored 40 points in the first quarter, 60 in the second. They won every single quarter, and I think they made about $1.25 million through donations, just winning through all the quarters and winning the final and winning the whole game. Yeah, seriously, they didn't give up one quarter. 58 threes were made in that whole game, and
really,
yeah, I think so. The whole game between both teams, I believe.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
more threes and dunks and layups, I believe, in that game.
More
And,
than the Knicks? I'm joking.
And all in all, even though this was probably one of the first All-Star games that wasn't competitive, that was actually fun to watch based on what was happening in the game.
There were some parts though, like I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like in and out of it, like I was falling asleep, just because I felt like Team Durant wasn't like if Durant was there and they have, I think they're missing Embiid.
Embiid.
He was there, it would have been a different outcome.
It was KD, Joel Embiid, and Devin Booker. They were all missing.
Yeah, see, it would have been a huge different game.
Even James Harden off the bench, he scored 21 points and hit 7 threes.
Yeah, he was disgusting too.
That's crazy, and he played 30 minutes, but still.
He played
majority. Yeah,
he had a lot of nice step back threes as well.
Yeah,
and corner threes. The best three of the night for Steph, I think he had a couple, but the one where he hit the three, turned around, smiled, and ran.
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
And then the Dame shot from half court and the Steph shot from half court before the first half ended was another one.
One play with LeBron threw the ball to Steph and he shot it from the logo.
Close. Yeah. And then also there was one where he lost the ball.
That was nasty too. Yeah.
All in all, though, I feel like this was a whole success. Any final takes from you guys?
NBA did a good job with the whole Corona stuff. I know people have different takes on it, but good job on the NBA for like implementing the All-Star weekend, even with this whole pandemic stuff happening in the background.
The way they were able to cram everything into one day and still make it a success was awesome. A lot of people obviously didn't want to play and do it, but Adam Silver ended up being right, and it ended up being an amazing event, and a lot of people needed it just to kind of take their mind away from what's happening in the world.
For sure.
And it was definitely a success in my end.
Even just from the dunk contest, like that was probably the disappointing one out of all of the two, out of the three.
Yeah, 100%.
But like overall, like the All-Star weekend is always going to be a fun thing to watch, even if there's not that many like players that are like popular, like Zion Williamson, stuff like that. Like I'll still watch it at the end of the day.
My final take, we're gonna watch the All-Star game no matter what, because that weekend's always a free weekend.
It's fun to watch, yeah.
Free weekend for everybody, and everyone's always gonna watch it no matter what. The thing I want to say was they need to add some star names into the slam dunk contest if you want to get attraction. Like people, when people are seeing names like Steph Curry in the 3-point contest, you need names like that in the NBA slam dunk contest in order for people to actually want to be interested enough to watch it, right?
Yo, they should put LeBron in, yo.
No, LeBron's been saying that since 2010, bro.
And
to be in the dunk contest.
Ultimate dunk contest right now, if I were to put my eggs in one basket, Zach LaVine, John Morant, Zion, and Aaron Gordon all go out next year one time. Boys, Zach LaVine in the 3-point contest this year didn't win it, so go back to the dunk contest and try to become a 3-time dunk champion like Nate Robinson, but don't get knocked out like Nate Robinson.
Yeah, word.
I think the next All-Star thing is happening in Cleveland, right?
Yeah. We're going to Cleveland next year, guys. We're going to Cleveland. We'll do a podcast.
So LeBron, this is for you? He's going to go off? Dunk contest?
I hope so. Everything's crazy. Like, I hope everyone plays, like, in a 3-point shoot of the dunk contest. I hope it's all, like, popular.
If the players don't want to participate in the dunk contest, bring out the street dunk contest people. Bring those guys into it and let them do it. That's the best idea to do. If people are scared to do it in the NBA, bring those guys, because those guys do it for a living. Bring them in and let them participate. In 2016, there was one guy who did the scorpion dunk that was from Canada, right? Jordan Killigan or something? Jordan something, Jordan Killigan, I believe. And all the players on the bench looked at him and like, what kind of dunk was that?
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. All in all, like we said, we all agree it was a success.
It was good. It was fun.
That's good, yeah.
For a one-day process, like one-day event, that was solid. It definitely worked out a lot better than I thought it would.
It was a success. The only thing I didn't like was dunk off. Other than that, it is what it is.
I didn't even know they could cram everything together. Like, I didn't know. Like, in the beginning, I didn't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think the skills challenge was going to be a part of it. I thought it was just going to be a 3-point shoot on the dunk contest.
Quavo and Harlow, or whatever his name is.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow, and then Lil Baby and
2 Chainz.
That was a lopsided win for Quavo and Harlow. And then there's no celebrity game, but I hope that comes back because that's always fun to watch.
Quavo said that he's like, yo, he had so much confidence in winning this game that he said he'll bet his Lamborghini in the game.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, he was right though.
He destroyed them, man. What do you have, like 17, 14?
Yeah, it was nasty. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna do it for this video. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And if you liked it, enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you haven't already. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And we'll be back with another video real soon because the Raptors are going to play tomorrow night against Atlanta. And we're going to come back with that post-game podcast. But till then, stay blessed, stay woke, and please stay safe. Peace.